Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем играть во второй Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. И мы продолжаем выполнять довольно странный квест, я бы сказал. Странный, потому что... Ну, кто прошлую серию смотрел, тот поймет. Нужно изгнать чертей. Что под этим имеется в виду, вообще непонятно. Пойду еще раз повнимательнее. В прошлый раз я был сонный, не знаю, может часто что изменится. Может подождать до ночи. Тут стражник вечно возмущается. Ну, то есть не пройти в то помещение, где он стоит. Здесь такого помещения нет, но я все равно не понимаю, что от меня хотят.
Greetings to you.
У нее ничего не узнать. Короче, хрен пойми. Я еще предлагал вариант потом вернуться сюда. Сначала отъехать с Яном.
You're always welcome.
I'm ready. We can go.
We can't. We wouldn't make it to Nabokov and back by sunset. We'll meet at the second gate tomorrow at sunrise.
Блин, ладно. Где моя кровать?
Good to see you.
А до этого у нас что?
Another privy.
Бля, вот суть-то.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
В натуре издеваются.
The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumors are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower.
That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, if this is another shitter,
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
if there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd
That's...
get my weapon ready if I were you.
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off.
Я уверен, что это опять будет нужней.
Of course, another privy. That's enough of that.
They did actually, Mom.
Blacksmith?
Ебать, он улыбается.
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
I feel like I've been possessed by a demon, and it's driving me to kick your arse.
Have you lost your sense of humor as well as your sense of smell? Try me, lad. You'll be leaving this castle on a
Ты
stretcher.
издеваешься?
We'll see about that. Nobody makes fun of me.
You're just a whiny, humorless little weakling. And soon enough, you'll have a busted lip. You're mine!
Что это мы не деремся, блядь?
Mercy!
Сука, я тебя 3 раза сегодня уж ударил, слабак несчастный.
Have you had enough?
Fuck! Alright, enough!
If my counting's not off, I owe you 2 more ass kickings.
What's your problem, you idiot? Go away or I'll have someone deal with you. You see, you do have some brains.
Я думал, драка будет дальше. Нет? Почему-то нет. Короче, ладно, сейчас точно. До ночи подождем, посмотрим. И здесь ни хрена нет. А. И долго он-то будет стоять? Я-то могу долго стоять. Ебать, а чем он так светит-то жестко? Насыщает. Да, ребят, вы издеваетесь. Да, походу издеваются.
No. What the? You're not meant to be here. Surrender at once.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Now I'll show you can't. You'll pay it.
Utter none. You'll have to ask.
Oh,
Серьезно, сейчас они решили уйти. Здесь ни хрена нет. Ничего не понимаю.
That should do it. Мне ничего не окропить. be getting past this.
Везде, где огонь есть, что ли, не пойму. А это не годится разве? Странно.
What's that, Hey, you can't just walk around here without permission.
They won't be getting past this.
Я думал, водой краплю, поэтому даже не прочитал.
We're here. They won't be getting past this.
Вот это делать ничего мне, конечно. А мне нужно было на выбор разве окроплять? А, я думал, буква пропала полностью. Я думал, нужно... Читал из-под
Doing this right.
девицы. И поэтому и ушел на нулевой этаж, там искался. Короче, херней занялся. Да, в принципе, я и сейчас херней занимаюсь. Бегаю, водички поливаю, блядь. Этажи.
Don't show yourself here again.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Don't show yourself here again. Eight, 9.
Был за звук.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Иначе пропустил что-то внизу.
I hope I'm doing this right. I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I didn't see or hear any of them. I reckon it was just rats.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Troskey Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
You're welcome. All I did was walk around and pour water on the floor anyway.
If you want, I can let you fix the stairs and sedilia and check all the chimneys next time. Those are next on my list. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. Take care, Henry. What?
Так я в целом выполнил, скажем. Так это задание еще идиот, блядь, оказывается.
You're always welcome here.
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Burgov?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Troskach. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Burgov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Burkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sahanish of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Before I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Troskey. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower, but God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace. Perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
И это мы с ним разговаривали. 9 минут. Да, почти 10. Охренеть. Их нужно искать в другой части. Тросок. Блин, а вряд ли до утра управлюсь, да? Да уже утро скоро, пиздец. Это я с этими чертями бегал так долго. С ума сойти. Скоро с тачком выезжать придется. Ладно. Посмотрим, что будем дальше делать в следующей серии. На этом я буду заканчивать. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. А главное, комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч.